Darvin Ham has been relieved of his duties.
Who saw this coming, man? It just blindsided out of nowhere.
Is this the least surprising coaching firing of the LeBron James
No,
era?
David Blatt.
Really?
Yeah, because he didn't want David Blatt when he got there. So I think David Blatt maybe that was one that he never wanted to begin with, and everybody kind of saw it from the. But I think that it was in their training camp, right? Didn't it come out that they were already butting heads there, bumping heads?
Well, he was there for 2 years. So
yeah, okay.
Here are your
the first year was non-LeBron, right?
Here's your coaches in order: Paul Silas, Brendan Malone, Mike Brown, Eric Spoelstra, David Blatt, Ty Lue, Luke Walton, Frank Vogel, Darvin Ham. Okay. I think we can all agree Spo's won.
Spo is at the top, yeah.
Okay. I don't have Blatt dead last.
Oh, do you have Luke Walton down there?
I do.
Yeah, Luke. That's a good one.
Because not only was Luke bad, the team was bad.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing redemptive about it.
Yeah,
okay?
Not good, Bob.
When you look at Blatt, do you know what his record was?
It was really good because that first year, they kind of went off, right?
They
lost in the finals.
They were 83-40
under David Blatt.
Okay. 30-11 when he got fired.
Damn. Yeah, David. We need to put more respect to David Blatt's name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Luke Walton is dead last.
Luke Walton dead last.
Okay.
And I don't think that one's particularly close.
I mean, why wouldn't it be Darvin Ham?
I'm gonna go Paul Silas.
Okay.
Because the early Braun years, it was a bad team. He went 69-77 and did not make the playoffs.
But you had young Braun and not
Ricky Davis.
I mean, it was like.
Ricky Davis is lying about LeBron James. You know, when we drafted LeBron, I thought they were drafting somebody to come help Ricky.
Ricky, come on, Ricky.
I love guys named Ricky and talking to the third person or first person.
Yeah, Ricky being Ricky.
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's
So
tough look. So I've got Walton, Silas, and now this is where it gets dicey. Get it? Because it's Ham.
Oh, I get it.
Hey.
I get it.
Ham was pretty good in that they got to the playoffs. They made the Western Conference Finals under him.
I'm still not in.
Okay.
Well, now that he got Ham forced out, is LeBron James a Benedict Arnold?
Ooh.
Wow. Not happening. No. Overruled.
Benedict Eggs and Ham.
Overruled. Big
But
Kahuna.
at least now the Lakers, they're off on hollandaise.
Wow.
Wow. Really?
Sorry, just trying to egg you guys on.
Do you think they go across
That's
the
pretty
pond
cheesy.
and hire an English muffin to coach?
God.
Or maybe they poach someone from another team?
I hate you guys so much.
If there only was a coach Bangers or MASH.
Wait, Bangers and Mash is you're
No,
not
go
falling
to the pond.
But no,
I'm going for the English breakfast.
All of these things have been. Danny just goes Bangers and Mash.
No, I'm saying if you're going across the pond to go get it, you're switching it up.
I
You're
know,
going away from the ham.
all of these
Shepherd's pie.
All of these have been Eggs Benedict references,
I
and then you're like
know.
Bangers and Mash.
That's what I was saying. They're going to go with something different. That's what I was going with. Is it wasn't Eggs Benedict. If you wanted to keep it in the Eggs Benedict pile, you'd go in the Northeast and get a little salmon. You ever had a salmon Benedict?
No.
It's weird. Super weird.
That may have been like the most on-brand Danny grenade that has been dropped here. It's like you usually just drop a hand grenade and walk out of the room and be like, "What happened here?" That one was.
It was supposed to be different than the Eggs Benedict. Okay.
I think we got that.
Okay. All right, so
Beans and toast.
there you go. They put beans on everything. Weirdos.
Boiled chicken.
So everybody wonders why their food sucks.
Oh, man.
All right. We'll go with Darvin then. Okay.
Darvin Ham.
So we've got Walton, Silas, Ham, Blatt.
Blatt. And then we get into some decent coaches.
And this is why. What happened with all of these coaches?
I think is Vogel going to be next
Mike
on this
Brown.
list? Mike Brown. I forgot about Mike Brown in Cleveland. I'm sorry, Mike Brown. Okay.
But they did go to 3 Eastern Conference semifinals and an Eastern Conference finals and an NBA finals.
Bingo.
Pretty damn successful with young LeBron.
Yeah.
But that ultimately led to LeBron James leaving and going to Miami. Number 3 on the list, and I think you can make a debate for 2 versus 3. But I'm going to go with number 3.
Bangers and mash!
Hey! Never number 3 on my list. Always at the bottom.
Really?
Bangers and mash sucks.
Oh, I don't mind it. It's pretty good.
The English breakfast is weird. Too many things are burnt.
Most British cuisine is just kind of out there.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3. Number 3.
Vogel.
Yeah, Vogel.
But there's something that's obviously all 3 of these coaches have in common. They all won titles.
Yes, they did.
These are not bad coaches. Frank Vogel getting fired and blamed for the Lakers is hilarious. I don't care if it's a bubble or not. Vogel is widely respected as a very good coach.
It X's and O's wise too because
Yes.
of what he did, what he was able to do in Indiana.
And again in Orlando.
Yeah, I mean, Frank Vogel, his last 2 stops have been a product of rosters that don't make sense to stylistically what he does coaching wise. Okay? Vogel.
If you look at Vogel, his career, his record, it's, oh God, I had it up here earlier. I must have closed the tab. Anyways, he's been a very, 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 very good coach everywhere he's been. And the fact that, didn't work out in Phoenix is funny. He's got a career 532 winning percentage. And that includes
Jerry DiPoto wouldn't hire him.
his 2 seasons in Orlando. He was a 33% winning coach. And even there, he was widely respected as a great coach. The roster was just a disaster down there, which is why he was ultimately getting more jobs. But he had a 58% winning percentage in Indiana.
Huh.
Like, again, took that team to
good.
NBA Finals. Like, good teams.
Really
Good
good
teams.
coach. Really good basketball coach.
Okay, now, this one I think is easy.
Number 1.
No, number 2.
Oh, number 2.
Ty Lue.
Yeah, Ty Lue has done a good job in Los Angeles with the Clippers too. And that was one. This is the interesting one because Ty Lue was the handpicked coach by LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy LeBron wanted to be their head coach in Cleveland. He did a phenomenal job there. He's done a really good job with the Clippers as well. But at the same time, it's what is his inability to be able to get over the hump without LeBron, in LA, because you have Harden, Westbrook, Kawhi, PG.
Mm-hmm.
Zubac is a good center.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but yet they can't get over the hump there.
Mostly, again, injury.
The Clippers.
And the curse of the
Cursed
franchise, as you talk about.
franchise.
And then number 1 is Spo.
Yes.
It's Spo's one of the best coaches in NBA history. And you can say, well, he hasn't won without LeBron. I'm like, he's been there.
I would love to see. LeBron has played for 21 years in the NBA. I mean, 21 seasons. And
nuts.
how many coaches did we just rank
9.
there? 9. 9 coaches. So he is almost at every other year having a new coach, right?
I'm sorry,
Just
8. It's 8.
8?
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit better.
His next will be 9.
The crazy thing is that
Well, he technically does have 9 because there's an interim
Yeah.
coach in there. Brandon Malone. was an interim
we don't
coach.
count him. But,
But
he
yeah,
will
he's
have
8
9
full-time, 9 full-time coming up.
But if we're looking at this, I think we kind of get stuck with, all right, well, like how many coaches, Jordan only had 2, right? Or 3 because he went to Washington, right?
Yeah. Doug, Phil. And who
I have
was it?
no
Unsled in
idea.
Washington?
I have no idea who his coach in Washington was. But I think the legends of the game, they usually don't have very many coaches. One, because they stay in one place. And LeBron has bounced around quite a bit. But also, with success comes a level of job security.
Oh God,
And we
Doug
don't
was
see
the
that
coach
anymore.
there.
Doug Collins?
Doug Collins
So
was
he
the
only
coach
played
there.
for two. Jordan only played for two coaches?
Well, did Eddie Jordan coach Jordan? No. Okay.
Can we just forget those years happened?
Good God. Yeah. So
of Jordan in DC.
Doug Collins coached in Washington too. That was the coach there.
But I wonder if we've had a star who's had this many coaches, because it's 9 now, and there's no guarantee this will be the end of it.
I mean, you're basically looking at a coach every 3 years.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like
if it's at 9, that's almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying when this is all said and done, this is.
I don't think he's going to be done, because if
That's
he
three
signs
people.
like a 1-year deal, a
He's gonna go
Band-Aid
somewhere-
deal
and he's gonna
in
go
LA,
somewhere else, yeah.
and then he goes somewhere else after that.
He's going to add 2, so he's going to
Take
so
that
whenever,
for data.
But also, I bet you the average length of a coach in the NBA is probably 3 years. We think of the Spoelstras and the Jacksons and the Popoviches, but those are the rarities. Coaches get turned over very quickly.
And I think that is the thing about LeBron that makes it so different, is the fact that all of those coaches have won championships, had great success. Everywhere LeBron goes, they win championships and have great success, yet the turnover with the coaching staff is far different.
They had
than
Lowry.
anything else.
Lowry was the coach in Jordan's rookie year. The Bulls. Sorry.
I don't know who Lowry is.
Kevin Lowry.
Yeah, I was going to say, I
Kevin
didn't think
Lowry.
Collins was there at first.
17. I'm looking at like Larry Bird right now. Larry Bird played for.
Oh, and Stan Albeck. So there's 2 coaches in Jordan's first 2 years before they got the Doug.
Really?
Yeah.
Larry Bird played for
2.
no, more than that. 1, 2, 3.
3.
Yeah, 4. He played for let's see, drafted in 79. Bill Fitch was number 1. Then he played for Casey Jones, and then he played for, I don't know who this is, Jimmy Rogers.
I remember Jimmy Rogers.
And then Chris Ford.
Jimmy Rogers with the ultimate like old man, white man fro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was just Casey and Bill.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he had 4 coaches
Wow.
in 15 years.
don't
So
remember
he was one
Again,
every
3 years.
every 3
Yeah.
years.
So I'm telling you that like the average lifespan of coaches is not that long.
Hmm.
People, that's their boogeyman that they blame. It's always the go-to.
How much of that do you think is feeding the old fire Chauncey claims too? Here, it's like
It's a big part of it.
yeah, it's a huge part.
But also, if you're LeBron James too, think about this: if it's not him, or if it's not the coach, then it's him, and it can't be him.
Can't be LeBron.
So.
Never's LeBron.
All right, coming up next.
Well,
Couple
also
of-
can't be Rob Pelinka putting that team together. Can it?
Hey-o.